And what is going on, everybody? So, welcome to another MLB Live play-by-play. This time for the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Guardians. So, let's kind of get some comments here before we get into it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. You guys are new, definitely share out the content, and a little bit helps. Yeah, appreciate it. AJ, what's good, Dante? Right now, you guys another non-Phillies light play-by-play until obviously the Phillies do play at 7:07 later on tonight against the Toronto Blue Jays. I get everything set up while we got everything going on as well. Yeah, so huge shout out to the two people still here. Obviously, first pitch is at 1:10. Thought I'd get started early. So kind of asked me a little bit a few things, but yes, we've got Shane Bieber on the bump for the Cleveland Guardians, taking on Davis Martin for the Chicago White Sox. All right. Just bear with me. All right. But yeah, huge shout out to everybody that's been coming in, though. Greatly appreciate it as well. All right.
To pitch the guys like that, it drives them nuts. They hope they play
early. Right now, just getting the line of cards filled especially for the White Sox anyway, since completely forgot to do that earlier. Right. Then we got Monk.
Yeah, and Shane Bieber's going to face a team that historically he has had success against, and he's going to get the chance to do it here at home, where the Guardians kicked things off last night with a very
Right.
And with a doubleheader today, who better to have on the mound than Shane Bieber? I mean, he's got.
So it looks like we got Cleveland already taking the field here with Shane Bieber. All right, so before we get ready for the first pitch here in Cleveland, but huge shout out to everybody that's been tuning in.
And you hope he just comes back out, which I'm sure he will, and get on his game against this White Sox team in his career. It's a 6-2, 248 over his last 13 starts. The Guardians are 9-4.
All right. So 16 start or 17 start for Bieber, 3.5 record, a 3.44 ERA, and 96 into 230 innings pitched, 25 walks to 99 strikeouts, and an opponent's average are hitting 245 against him. All right.
At third, Jose Abreu at first base hits the cleanup. Eloy Jimenez in left field batting fifth. Gavin Sheets, the right fielder, hits sixth. Adam Engel in center will bat seventh. Josh Harrison gets the start at second base and will hit eighth.
Right.
Reese McGuire batting ninth. Little name Duke. All right, let's check out the Guardians defense. Brought to you by
All right.
Big one and left, Straw in center, Jones in right. On the infield, Ramirez is at third, Rosario at short, Jimenez is at second, Miller at first.
And they've got Austin Hedges behind the plate, going to be calling the game for Shane Bieber here. But he's out of the 4 people that's here, though. I greatly appreciate it. There were some. So 80 degrees in Cleveland. Yeah, right. So the start all-star shortstop, and Bieber delivers the first pitch, and that's fouled off at 91 for strike one for the very first pitch of the ball game for the Chicago White Sox. Very underappreciated shortstop, actually, for Tim Anderson. I'm really excited to see what this, especially finally him getting an all-star selection. And the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to line up to right for out number 1. So Nolan Jones makes the catch for out number 1. So 2 pitches in for the first out in the ball game for the Cleveland Guardians. You shouted the 2, though. Still sticking with me, though. Greatly appreciate it. All right. And they got Reese McGuire, the catcher, hit 9th. Hey, what's good, Butterfly? What is good? Really appreciate everybody tuning in. And we got the shift on for Yoan Moncada. And the 0-1 pitch. And Mrs. clips the outside corner for a call. Strike 1. So no balls on the strike. To Yoan Moncada. So far, has a 310 average against Shane Bieber, so it has some decent good numbers against him. And that's on the outside corner for strike 2. Or a breaking ball in the outside corner. A huge shout out to the 5 people coming in, though. I greatly appreciate it. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's skipped in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Yoan Moncada, the number 2 hitter for the Chicago White Sox. And Moncada hits it to right. And that's Nolan Jones makes the catch for out number 2. All right. So 2 quick outs here for Shane Bieber. So the keys for Cleveland, seeing Bieber sets the tone and obviously land the first punch. Obviously, basically get the score some runs first, which pretty much is the most key to most teams nowadays. And the 1-2 pitch ones, and that's in there for the called strike. Look like a slider. First pitch, slider for a strike 1-2. He designated hitter Andrew Vaughn hit 291 and skips in dirt once again. So evens the count of ball and the strike to Andrew Vaughn. And Vaughn fouls that back. Now down the count. Nope. A ball and 2 strikes. All right. You shut out the 40, though. Greatly appreciate it on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. And the 1-2 pitch. Chopped on the ground right to the left for a base hit for Andrew Vaughn. So that's the first hit for the Chicago White Sox here. Just found that little hole between shortstop and third base. So pass Ramirez and Rosario here. So they got the cleanup hitter, Jose Abreu, the first baseman, now coming up with Andrew Vaughn reaching on reaching first via with the leadoff single after Moncada and Anderson failed to reach, and the first pitch to Abreu pops that out of play off a 90 mile an hour fastball for strike one. So Abreu this season is so far in 83 games, 295 average, 10 homers, and 40 RBIs with the 379 on base percentage. That's not too bad. Not too much of a shabby season. And the 0-1 pitch, and Abreu hits it to shallow center, and looks like Jimenez makes the catch. We're out number 3. So despite that single by Andrew Vaughn, the Cleveland Guardians gets out of it with no problems. To the bottom of the first, we go for the Guardians. But I appreciate everybody that's tuning in, though. Now for the Guardians starting lineup, you have Steven Kwan leading off, Ahmed Rosario batting second, Jose Ramirez third, Franmil Reyes hitting the cleanup spot, Andres Jimenez, obviously a backup, also obviously making his first All-Star appearance for the Guardians, hitting fifth, Nolan Jones hitting sixth, Miller hit seventh, the catcher Austin Hedges bat eighth, and then you have Miles Straw hitting in the ninth spot for the Cleveland Guardians. They spelled Jones's name wrong. There we go. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Make sure you smash the like button, share out the content, and definitely hit that subscribe when you guys are new. Because, like I said, I got 2 MLB streams. This one today, and they get the Phillies at 7:07 first pitch against the Toronto Blue Jays at the same time. All right. All right. So obviously we're back from commercial break a little bit. All right.
25-year-old Davis Martin.
So Davis Martin coming into his sixth start of the year, third start, with the 1-2 record, a ERA of 4.29 ERA in 21 innings pitched, 7 walks, 17 strikeouts, and opponents are hit 238 against him so far in the ball game. He shot at the 6th though, greatly appreciate it. So for Terry Francona is still leading the Cleveland squad. No, right. So Miles Straw, very underappreciated as well. All right, so let's see where Steven Kwan
has reached base in 29 of his last 33 games.
Crazy. And the first pitch, and pulls back a bunt. That's in there for the called strike. So no balls on a strike to the leadoff hitter, Steven Kwan. So far, hitting 270 of the year with a homer and 23 RBIs. And the 0-1 pitch. And that's chopped on the ground right through the right side for a base hit for Steven Kwan. So leadoff single, good. So that's the first hit for Cleveland in the ball game. So I was from left to right in the outfield. You got Eloy Jimenez, Engel, and they got actually, like I said, you got Reese McGuire behind the plate. You got Moncada at third, Anderson to short, Harrison at second, and Abreu at first base. And now we get the number 2 hitter, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. And the first pitch to Rosario that misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. And still in favor to.
Although 5 of them were yesterday. But I'll tell you what, I like when they score first because it seems like it's a different ball club, especially when you got a guy like
and the 1-0 pitch, that's in there at 91 for strike 1 to even the count to Rosario. So season against the White Sox for Rosario hit a 385 average, 10 for 26, 0 homers, and only 1 RBI against the Chicago White Sox. So the count already a ball in the strike. And the 1-1 pitch. And Rosario hits it to center So Angle makes the catch for out number 1. All right, so 5 pitches in for Martin. He gets the first out on Ahmed Rosario.
Statcast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Davis Martin will be performing on the main stage with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, all right.
David Davis Jr. will be along. Special guest stars Jerry Lewis, Sammy Davis Jr. Jose Ramirez.
Now I've got the All-Star Jose Ramirez takes the first breaking ball for ball 1 of the dirt here in the ball game. Let's be real. I thought he would have seen Ramirez be an All-Star star, not Rafael Devers, but it is what it is. But that pitch misses outside for ball 2 to Ramirez. He shot at the 7 though. I greatly appreciate it. So Ramirez are ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes from Davis Martin here. And that's lined out. And that's an easy double play. That's very unfortunate. And even Quan knew it too. Like, yeah, should have held. But that will do it to the top. Obviously, bottom of the first. Already down. Still scoreless going to the top of the second to go between the there we go. All right. Oh God. So now we got Eloy Jimenez, Gavin Sheets, and Adam Engel, the scheduled hitters for the Chicago White Sox, to start the top of the second against Shane Bieber. There we go. Huge shout out the 4, though. Greatly. Yo, what's good, Almighty? Appreciate you tuning in on this awesome Tuesday afternoon. All right. Yeah, all right. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in as well. Okie dokie. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of these non-Philly sports teams as of recent. Because like I said, because there are times like when the Phillies are not playing on certain days, like I'll try. Because like I sometimes hate not skipping out on like these kind of play-by-play commentary. But yeah, so obviously I might think about calling the All-Star game, but that remains to be seen. If you guys want to see that. But now it's Shane Bieber to start the top of the second with Eloy Jimenez. And the first pitch clips the bottom part of the zone for strike 1, so no balls in the strike to Eloy Jimenez. Already hitting .218 of the year with 2 homers and 12 RBIs with and a below average on base. And swung on a miss for strike 2, so no balls and 2 strikes to the number 5 hitter Jimenez here in the top of the second as well. There we go. And that's swung on a miss, strike 3. So Bieber gets his first strikeout of the ball game. So 1 away here in the top of the second. This looks like gets him with the slider on the outside corner. It seems like Jimenez just is not picking it up, picking the spin up.
Big left-handed slugger, Gavin Sheets.
Now we got Gavin Sheets, and the first pitch to Sheets. That's in there for the call, strike 1 on a nice 82-mile-an-hour curveball from Bieber. So Sheets are hitting 237 of the year. And that's foul ball. Now the count no balls and 2 strikes to the number 6 hitter, Gavin Sheets, here in the top of the second. But appreciate the 4 total people coming in, though. I greatly appreciate that. And Sheets fouls that off, still keeping the count, still the same. No balls and 2 strikes. After seeing a curveball at the first pitch, then another now seeing 2 fastballs along with this in this at bat as well. And the 0-2 pitch, and that's chopped on the ground and right into the shed for out number 2. That's 2 outs here for the Chicago White Sox here in the top of the second. So now you got the number 7 hitter, Adam Engel, now coming up for we try to get something going for the White Sox too. Ran into 2 outs here in the top of the second. Yeah.
Fortunately, he had to find out the hard way.
Yeah, and that's why it feels bad, because he's told other pitchers.
All right. At the first pitch to Engel, misses outside for ball 1. So ball, no strikes to the number 7 hitter. Here at the top of the second, after recording the first 2 outs here in the top of the second. And the pitch. It apparently misses up in the zone for ball 1. That was in the strike zone. So the count's even 2. I'm sorry. So 2. The count's 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. That's in their same exact spot, but that's a little bit lower for strike 1. So the count's still 2 balls and a strike. In favor of Adam Engel here in this at bat. And that's on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. The count's now even 2 balls and 2 strikes to Adam Engel here. And that did he go? No, he held it. So it counts 3-2. So it counts a first full count here in the ball game for Shane Bieber. Just missed outside, not by much on that slider. About like a few inches outside. And the 3-2 pitch. And Engel hits it to shallow center. Jimenez and Miles Straw makes the catch for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Chicago White Sox here in the top of the second. Okay, so now we got a friend. So now we get towards the heart of the order for the Cleveland Guardians as well. So we got Franmil Reyes, the DH, leading off. They got Andres Jimenez. So you got hitters Reyes, Jimenez, and Nolan Jones are the next scheduled hitters for the Guardians for towards the bottom of the second. Yeah, right. You shout out the 5, though. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely share out the content. Every little bit helps. All right. All right. But he shot out the 6th, though. So we're just going to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless. Hopefully this game won't be as the same as the Mariners and what do you call it? The Blue Jays went scoreless for a good chunk of the portion of the game. And now we got Franmil Reyes. And the first pitch, that misses way outside in the other batter's box for ball one. One ball, no strikes to the Guardians' designated hitter, Franmil Reyes, hitting .222 with 8 homers and 26 RBIs. And it looks like Martin takes and deals, and that's swung and missed at 95 for even to count a ball in the strike. For Reyes, since returning from the IL in 19 games, 270 average, 5 homers, 14 RBIs, and 6 doubles. So looks like, I guess, picked up where he left off. I'm guessing. And the one more pitch, that's swung and missed for strike 2 once again at 95 miles an hour off that fastball. And then we still got it. They're also either shifting Reyes to pull here with somewhat of an open hole on the right side. So it counts a ball and 2 strikes here. And the 1-2 pitch that just misses outside for ball 2 to even the count once again. So it looks like Fred Maris got lucky on the seeing the pitch that was just a bit out of the zone to even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes as well. And Franmil Reyes dumps that pitch into left for a base hit. So that's the second hit for the Cleveland Guardians here in the ball game. So now we got Andres Jimenez now coming up. What's good, Liam? What's good, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. Just didn't do too much. Just took a low pitch and just dump into left for a base hit. No, I don't care about the computer. Oh, and all that shit. He shot at the 11, though. Greatly appreciate it. So now we got the first-time All-Star Andres Jimenez now coming up with Fred Maris on first via the leadoff base hit. And the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes to Andres Jimenez. So far hit in 73 games, hitting with a .297 average, 9 homers, 40 RBIs, and an on-base percentage of .356. Having a quiet, good year for the Cleveland Guardians, and that's off the glove, and that's another double play for the that the Guardians run into. Jeez. That's tough, but either way, so Morgan gets the 2 outs. Takes it a line drive off the glove though, but still makes. Man, that is true. Like that would have been much more of a smarter play. To go to second just to get that double play. Either way, they still got the double play nonetheless. But man, off the shoulder, man. That's. I mean, as a pitcher myself, that shit's it's somewhat scary at times when you take a look. I haven't not like a line drive like that, but I have got hit by some comebackers in my career, so it's not fun. But yeah, so they're just kind of just seeing if he's all right to continue in the ball game. It looks like he's fine. Oof. Yeah, that's tough. Absolutely. So now we got Nolan Jones, the right fielder, now coming up with 2 outs after the Guardians hit into the second double play in the ball game. Pretty much, from the Chicago White Sox. So obviously, short sample size, 4 games, 538 average. Really, I think that's going to go down as time goes on. And the first pitch to Jones. That's popped into the left center, deep left center towards the warning track. Engel makes the catch for out number 3. So 1-2. Basically, the side is retired for the Cleveland Guardians. To the top of the 3rd we go. Still scoreless. So then for the White Sox, you got Josh Harrison leading off. So you got Harrison, McGuire, and then back to the top of the order, Tim Anderson be the scheduled hitters for the top of the 3rd for the Chicago White Sox. Huge shout out to the 6 people, though. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in as well. All right, but huge shout out to 7 though. Yeah, so far seemed very little offense so far between these two teams. Yeah, it's just now. I will say though, like I said, obviously Martin. Let's be real, taking a line drive. So not like a line drive off the shoulder. Not the. I'm not saying it's like not the best. Well, not the best case scenario, but Lucky's okay. But as a pitcher, even myself, like I said, myself included, I've taken some comebackers too, some line drive comebackers. That shit's not. It's scary, but it's not fun because you sometimes have a tendency to leave yourself wide open, even when you're in the fielding position. By the time you finish, sometimes you leave yourself wide open in case if somebody sends it back where it comes from, like right up the middle. So it happens. So even though it happens, but shit, yeah, that's sometimes you want to try to get out of the way as quickly as you possibly can. Let's put it that way. But yeah, so we got Harrison, McGuire, and then Anderson. So they're gonna be turning the turning the lineup over here at the top of the third. So obviously obviously this is also a day night double header. So Wednesday would be a 7:10 start on Wednesday.
7 o'clock start.
And the first pitch to Harrison, that's chopped on the ground. Ramirez makes an easy play for out number 1 here in the top of the 10. So 1 away after Harrison grounds out to Ramirez.
Been watching. Bieber's been throwing a lot of strikes early. He's a guy that can work a pitcher as well, but it's nice to get that one pitch, one out.
All right, but he's out of the 6th though. So Beavers are now. We got the catcher Reese McGuire now coming out for the Chicago White Sox here in the ball game. Hit 228 in 48 games with no homers, 10 RBIs, and the first pitch. And he thought about thinking about bunting for a base hit, but that's in there for a call strike 1. Looking kind of hesitated a little bit on that, somewhat of a bunt attempt. So still got the shift for him to pull, and the 0-1 pitch that's on the outside corner for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Still against Reese McGuire. And the 0-2 pitch. That's swung and a miss, strike 3. So that's the second strikeout for Shane Bieber here in the ball game. So that's 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. So now we got Tim Anderson. So highest batting average since 2019. So Luis Arias leads a group with, obviously minimum 1,000 plate appearances with a 322 average. Then you got Tim Anderson second with a 321. Then Trey Turner 314. Ketel Marte at 308, and then Michael Brantley 306 batting average since 2019. And the first pitch to Anderson takes that right at the belt for strike 1. No balls on a strike to the All-Star shortstop Tim Anderson. So 0 for 1 with the lineup back in the first. And the 0-1 pitch. That's swung and a miss, strike 2 on a pitch outside the zone. So now down no balls and 2 strikes to Shane Bieber here. So obviously 32 pitches, 6 balls and 26 strikes split for his pitch count for Bieber. And the 0-2 pitch misses outside for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still on Tim Anderson. And the 1-2 pitch. And Anderson hits it to right. Nolan Jones makes the catch for out number 3. So the side is retired for the Chicago White Sox. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Game still scoreless. All right, so then you got Miller, Hedges, and Miles Straw, the scheduled hitters for the Cleveland Guardians. Right now, like I said, been a very slow day for the offensive side of the game. But I appreciate everybody's been tuning in though, as well. Yeah, right. Yeah, hope everybody's having an awesome Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, it's a good afternoon for baseball. We got hitters 7, 8, and 9 still going in for the as well. So far, no runs and 2 hits for the Cleveland Guardians, and no runs on a hit for the Chicago White Sox.
Bottom third of the order for
So we got the bottom third, and we got Miller, and the first pitch takes that for a call, strike 1 in the outside corner. So no balls in the strike to Miller, hitting 247 for the year. All right, and the 0-1 pitch. That's let's say Jimenez makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the third. So the injury report for the Chicago White Sox, you got Yasmani Grandal, who's on the 10-day IL with the back injury. Jake Berger was also on the 10-day IL with the right hand. And then Danny Mendick, one of their infielders, is out for the year with a knee injury. And then you got Austin Hedges takes that at the knees at 95 for strike 1. So Austin Hedges, so far in 51 games, hit 153 with 5 homers, 15 RBIs, and a 215 on base percentage. And the 0-1 pitch, and that's fouled back to now falling into the count. No balls and 2 strikes from Martin. He shot at the 6-0. Greatly appreciate it. All right, so the count's no balls and 2 strikes to Austin Hedges. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you just go with a breaking ball, so like at least a slider outside the zone, getting the chase, and chops a right. Oh, and that looks like that's going to be a base hit for Austin Hedges. So like Makai couldn't make the play. Yeah, should have just played that hop straight up.
If he would have moved his feet, I believe he would have gotten to it. He didn't. He chose to go back on it. Makes it a much tougher hop.
Yeah, it makes it. Yep. And that's going to be a base hit, the third hit for the Cleveland Guardians here with 1 away here. And then you got Miles Straw, the number 9 hitter, now coming up, who's hitting 211 for the year. And the first pitch, and Straw hits it to right. Looks like that's going to fall for a base hit. That's a foul ball.
Immediately pointing back toward the dugout. He was looking at it all the way. He thought it was fair.
Okay.
Plenty of second looks.
Well, can we see the replay?
Cleveland decides whether or not they will challenge, and Tito said no thank you.
Let's see.
Miles, come on back.
Sure, that's just a foul ball. You're talking about how close a foul ball is. Man, numbers about that's close on the pass in foul territory on the chalk.
Oh, so close.
Whew, that's tough. So yeah, still a no. Man, so Austin Hedges has to go back all the way to first. So 211, obviously Straw already having a 6-game hitting streak to go along with a below batting average, and that's to right once again. And it looks like Sheets makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Now you got Stephen Kwan, 1 for 1 his last time up here back in the first. So yeah, right. Yeah, Stephen Kwan with 2 outs here. Obviously, wanted to account for the 1 or 2 hits. And the first pitch, that's on the outside corner for the call, strike 1 at 92. So no balls on a strike to Stephen Kwan here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs here. Are we on the top? Not too bad. It's been a pretty good day. And just misses inside at 96 on that fastball. So he evens the count of ball and a strike to Stephen Kwan here in the ball game. And they 1-1 pitch. That misses low for ball 2. I do. And that's another base. That's another base hit for Stephen Kwan. So that's 2 for 2. So back-to-back base hits for the Cleveland Guardians. But that's the second for Stephen Kwan. Just takes it the other way for another base hit. But huge shout out to the 5 people that's here, though. Greatly appreciate that. Just took an outside breakable out for a base hit.
Really good swing there for his second straight hit. 4th hit for the Guardians. Now an opportunity to get on the board with 2 outs.
So now we got the shortstop Ahmed Rosario 0 from 1 with the flyout back in the first. So we got two. We got ducks on the pond and the first pitch that's in there for a called strike 1. I might guess Rosario a first pitch breaking ball. Interesting pitch choice. You can't go wrong with it. And the 0-1 pitch. And Rosario hits it to left. And that will drop in for a base hit. And Cleveland gets on the board on an RBI single by Ahmed Rosario. All right, makes it an RBI double. Apologies. So now we got runners on. Yeah, I'll definitely. Actually, I will. Yep, I will definitely do that.
Gets down on the trademark, but the route that he takes, not a good one. Rosario will get a double, will get an RBI. See him go back, and now all of a sudden he's got to come in.
And Jimenez just looked like he just didn't really play that ball well. So Cleveland gets the first run on the 13th double from.
Yeah, that didn't look like it had anything to do with the hamstring injury. He looked like he was running full strength. Just he misread it. Didn't get a good angle. Yeah, the angle.
All right.
Didn't come in. That's a catchable ball.
That's in there. 96 for called strike 1 to Jose Ramirez. Also 0 for 1. And that's going to be another base hit. So that's another runner for Cleveland. So Jose Ramirez puts the white 2 more runs.
I think, that's the challenge that Jose Ramirez loves. You don't want to put him on, and, people don't want to intentionally walk anybody to make you get a base hit to beat him, and he does right here with 2 outs. Another base hit, back to back.
So just another simple swing by Ramirez puts the Cleveland Guardians up 3.
They will single you to death.
What's good, Damian? Appreciate you tuning in. And the first pitch, and that's in there for a call strike 1 to the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. So we still got 2 outs here. Cleveland Guardians, Cleveland up 3 as well.
Cleveland, 3rd in all of baseball and leading the American League in batting average when runners are in scoring position with 2 outs.
All right. And the 0-1 pitch, and that's fouled off at 97 to even the count. Or, I'm sorry, that's no balls and 2 strikes to Franmil Reyes. You shut out the 4, though. So no balls and two strikes to Reyes here at the bottom of the 3rd. And the pitch. That's fouled, still fouled off at 97. So it's still an 0-2 count. Hey, what's good, Adrian? Appreciate you tuning in. Absolutely. And the 0-2 pitch misses way upstairs for ball one. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Franmil Reyes.
I figured you wake up at 3. That's your hour. The hour of power. No, you get up, but you're an afternoon person. That's right. We give you the mornings off. You're no good at 10 o'clock B games. We don't bring you in. No. You get the day off. Like lights.
So a 1-2 pitch coming. And Martin. Ooh, oh, and they almost got Ramirez leaning. But Ramirez gets back in there with no problems. But man, that would have been way too close for comfort. And that, oof. That's tough. Well, yeah, I have it all zoomed in. So because it makes it much better, easier to see that way. Plus, you can see the lineup card. Lineup, and it's easier that way. Just a foul ball came up and hit him on the side of the head. Ooh, don't like seeing that.
You ever have somebody just come up and smack you in the ear? No. I mean, it's not so much the contact, but the sound when it does get in your inner ear. So you have? I was going to say, somebody did it to you? Well, you did. Would you hit it back? No, we used to wear football helmets. You ever have a coach smack you in the side of the helmet? I hope that it doesn't feel good.
All right, Butterfly. I did send you the link to my but I appreciate it though. I mean, because Jeremy Case of the Case by Case Sports Show actually used the this kind of scoreboard for baseball and stuff like that. And the thing is, it's like I thought I was like, maybe this will actually will be a lot better because I have a lot of people who ask me like to show the game and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, there's no way. Ooh, man, it looked like it got him like right up on the eye. But I just sent the my Discord link to you. So hopefully you got the link to that.
Yeah, it looks like he might have had bearing and an abrasion as well.
Well, he showed the 7 total people here.
I don't think so.
Well, it looks like he should be okay. So it's still a 1-2 count.
No one talks when he might not hear you. He's ready. He's ready for that next box.
All right. So it's still a 1-2 count on the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes.
So with the runners first and 2 down.
All right.
Davis Martin.
I've got Davis Martin here.
3 straight with 2 outs in the inning.
And throws over to keep another close eye on Jose Ramirez, but gets him back with no problems. So still a 1-2 count here in the ball game again on Franmil Reyes with the White Sox down 3 to the Cleveland Guardians. And the 1-2 pitch, that's chopped foul. So 1-2 count here as well. But tomorrow, you know what it is. Got more non-Philly sports streams as well. Obviously, and if you're a Yankees fan like my buddy Max, and that's fouled off at 97th below the zone. I will say that the White Sox have some very underappreciated players. I really truly believe that. Davis Martin's one of them. It's just like it just seems to me that La Russa is not the guy to lead this White Sox team, in my honest opinion. Because the dude's been overrated for years. Trust me, when we dealt with the manager like that, but that's here nor there. But another throw over to King. Now Jose Ramirez close to first base. Let's be honest, like I said earlier, like the fact that he's going to be the backup to Rafael Devers, I still don't believe that. I think Ramirez is much. Oh, Ramirez just is taken off, and that's chopped on the ground. By the way, that's not gonna really mean much, but well, Cleveland did some damage, and their bottom half of the third, putting up 3 on the board against the Chicago White Sox. So to the top of the fourth we go for the White Sox. Now we got Yoan Moncada, Andrew Vaughn, and then Jose Abreu, the scheduled hitters for the Chicago White Sox here in the ball game. Yeah. A huge shout out of the 5, though. Greatly appreciate that. Obviously, like I said, tomorrow, 8:40, I will be live for the Padres and Rockies. And then prior to that, as well, got another episode of my Phillies Talk podcast as well. Kind of go over, obviously, we'll talk about the trade deadline and the kind of players that I was thinking the Phillies could really try to take a look at. But yeah, I mean, Rowan's top 4. Like, say, even like, because think about this, and Butterfly, you see, and you've been part of the Mariners and Blue Jay stream too. You really think about it, because like this game has been scored, like that game was scoreless to what, almost more than 5 innings till I think what top or like 4 in the third, maybe give or take, and then obviously George Springer breaks the 0-0 tie in the top of the 5th, and obviously pitch his ass off, but yeah, so now 3 runs on 6 hits for the Guardians, but while the White Sox just had immediately 1 in the hit column. So now we got this number 2 hitter, Yoan Moncada, now leading off the top of the 4th here in the ball game.
Medical Mutual 5-star report.
All right.
Chiefs don't hit a lot of home runs. That's safe to say. You're right.
And the first pitch, that's in there for the call, strike 1 at the knees. So no balls on the strike to Moncada. He is 0 for 1 in the ball game.
All right, let me ask you a question. Who does hit a lot of home runs?
And the 0-1 pitch. And that is and Rosario makes the play for out number 1. So 1 away here in the top of the 4th. 0 for 2 goes Moncada.
Well, there's 12 teams that we were looking at prior to today.
Besides being a Phillies guy, right now I'm a Phillies guy actually. But since obviously the Phillies play later tonight, so I was like, because like I said, there are days like that is true. We saw that with the Mariners. Even though that's in there for a call strike. Yeah, if you have not seen the My Mariners stream, Manoah really pitched his ass off, but unfortunately made that mistake to Carlos Santana for a 2-run shot. I am a Phillies guy, Adrian, but when it comes to the other streams, so I'll just call it right down the middle as it is. But that miss isn't in the dirt. 2-1 to Andrew Vaughn, the designated hitter for the Chicago White Sox. And the 2-1 pitch, that misses outside for ball 3. So 3-1 to Vaughn here in the ball game. So second time that Bieber has fallen behind in the count. And the 3-1 pitch, and that's and the comebacker back to Bieber. Underhand flips it to first for out number 2 here in the ball game. So Bieber so far has been pretty strong since getting 3 runs.
He's been painting, man. He's been mixing in the breaking ball.
Huge shout out to 6 total people, though. Great, appreciate that.
Team, and I think that's why in his career he's had success against the White Sox, because he gets ahead of hitters, he expands strike zones, he has the breaking pitches to do it.
Now we got the number 4 hitter, Jose Abreu, and the pitch, and that's fouled off for strike 1. So no balls on the strike 2. Jose Abreu. Then you got Gavin Sheets on deck here in the top of the fourth with the White Sox down 3 to the Cleveland Guardians. And the 0-1 pitch, that's in there for the call, strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Jose Abreu here in the top of the fourth. Okay. And the 0-2 pitch. That's chopped on the ground to third. Ramirez makes the easy play for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3. Go to the White Sox here in the top of the fourth. So to the bottom of the fourth we go with the... There we go. But yeah, so... And so far, been a very, very strong start for Shane Bieber against the White Sox. So now we're going to say we got Jimenez, Jones, and Miller, the scheduled hitters for the for the Cleveland Guardians, I should say. All right. All right. But he shot the 2 so great. Yeah, I mean, definitely, they definitely could use that. Definitely needed that win. Obviously, being on that skid. Now, another team that I'm going to, obviously, I got 2 Baltimore Orioles games already scheduled later up and coming up in the month. Like the 28th. So obviously, this Saturday, I'll be live again at 10:07 first pitch for the Dodgers and Angels. Yeah, so as it stands, well, yeah, so we're back bottom fourth. But yeah, other than that, I mean, other than my Phillies Talk podcast and the Phillies game tonight later at 7:07 first pitch, taking 2 games in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Then I get the Phillies Talk podcast tomorrow 2:30, and then obviously at 8:40 I do have the Padres and Rockies, and then after that, the day Thursday 8:07 the Astros and Angels, and then the Angels and Dodgers, and that's in there for the call strike 1 to Andres Jimenez on the first pitch breaking ball. Damn. That's crazy. And the 0-1 pitch, that misses inside to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to the first-time All-Star Cleveland Guardian second baseman Andres Jimenez. And the 1-1 pitch, that's swung and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jimenez here to start the bottom of the fourth. All right. And the 1-2 pitch, and Jimenez, and that's going to drop in for a base hit for Andres Jimenez. So that's the 7th hit for the Cleveland Guardians this afternoon. So Jimenez just dumps that high pitch into the left center for a base for a leadoff single.
He turns and they're running the base. It's not like Jose coming out of the box. Watch him. He's going to force him to throw it in. He knows there it is. Let's go. Okay, I'll stop.
And it took a huge turn to turn at first. Managed to get back and no problem.
He had some the hamstring issues or some, I don't know.
And that's in there on the outside corner to Nolan Jones for strike 1.
Well, I mean, yeah, ankle last year, this year, hamstring, right hamstring.
You shot it before, though, so stick with me, though.
But I mean, they look like they're running fine. Yeah, I don't think anything.
With Jimenez on first. And here comes the 0-1 pitch from Martin. That skips in the dirt. It's a good stop by McGuire. So it still counts like even a ball and a strike. to Nolan Jones, the right fielder for Cleveland.
Very well could be take some wear and tear off the legs. I don't know. I mean, Roberts normally their center fielder, and I guarantee that. I mean, he would run.
And the 2-1 pitch, that's swung and a miss. 1-1 pitch, but that's swung and a miss. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes to the right fielder, Nolan Jones. He is 0-1 with a flyout, but season 7 for 14 with a homer and 8 RBIs.
I know that Jimenez could have caught the ball last inning for Rosario's double if he ran the correct angle.
All right. And the 1-2 pitch, that's chopped on the ground to first, and that's a foul ball.
Nice try by Abreu. He tried to get it, stay on the base, and flip it for the double play, but it was a foul ball. Look, he gets off of it. He's ready. He tried to scoop it right on the base. That's perfect. He didn't have to move.
Well, there was a report in Chicago and around baseball yesterday that Kent Williams, who I believe is the president of the White Sox now, went to the clubhouse of the White Sox over the weekend and kind of speaking to the team about underachievement. He said not just the players, everyone is underachieving. It's time for them to play better. Tony La Russa was asked about it last night. He said that it's irritating. There's a report about the team and what's going on inside the team's clubhouse.
Right. So a 1-2 count here to Nolan Jones.
Top of the AL Central. You think Kent Williams is doing this to kind of get fire under everyone, or is there really?
Hey, it's Tony's clubhouse. I don't know. I know one thing. If he did it,
Right.
it would be kept.
As not even 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nolan Jones here.
Bob Nightingale's story, which runs in a national newspaper, did not quote anyone. It was said that there were whispers about unrest, but there were no sources, just rumors, and so that's why he said it was irritating. 2-2.
And the 2-2 pitch misses for ball 3, so 3-2 to the right fielder Nolan Jones.
Well, usually we don't know, right? You
You don't hear
so-
any other clubs. You don't hear report about any other clubs right now, do we?
Yeah, but this club is supposed to win. They were supposed to win the division. I don't know. Well, it doesn't
And the
mean
3-2
they-
pitch, that's foul, but I have. We're not going to have Nola, Gibson, Remuto,
Whatever they-
and Bohm. Bohm's going to miss him a little bit of time because of a dislocated finger. Because he made the dumbest mistake of tries to not hold up at first.
Wow, look how badly they're under.
Yeah.
All eyes were
So
on
I don't think I'm not going to be worried too much, despite the fact it is going to be a bullpen game, which is another problem that I have with this team. Is just not having, and that's chopped foul once again, but not having the another starter since Ranger is still kind of dealing with his back spasms, all that shit. But then again, splitting the Cardinals. I mean, even though we did take the season series away from the Cardinals, but that's still not enough. So we gotta start. I mean, obviously with the All-Star break coming up, like I said, we gotta start putting up a ton, just put up a winning streak to lock down that third wild card spot. And the 3-2 pitch, that's chopped foul. So a 3-2 count on Jones. So put up a decent at bat against Martin here in the bottom of the 4th.
I know he was in the All-Star game, or the Futures game that was here. We had the All-Star game. The next break was really long. And Tito said that he worked up into the ball. Yeah.
And he keeps those already just to keep a close eye on Jimenez at first base.
Could not get to a year or two ago.
And pitch at bat for Nolan Jones.
And the pitch, that's fouled back.
Fastball, but he found it back. Yeah, and that's about the top of his zone for him. Where you can get after it and foul it off at 94.
All right, and 3-2 pitch, and that's on the outside corner. Cold strike 3. So that's the first strikeout for Martin here in the ball game. So that's one out here at the bottom of the 4th.
Borderline pitch at bat. Well, he painted it, and we saw earlier. Start of this ball
Let's
game.
take a look at it. It just clipped the corner.
About a ball
I mean, yeah, it's right there.
So he gets rung up there for the first out here.
So that's the first out and the first strikeout for Martin. And now we got the number 8 hitter. Or sorry, Miller. Actually, no, we got Miller now coming now up for Cleveland. And the first pitch, that's in the inside corner. For a call, strike 1. So no balls in the strike to the number 7 hitter. Owen Miller, he is 0 for 1 with the flyout. So far with a 246 average, 4 homers, and 36 RBIs for the year. And the 0-1 pitch, that's swung and a miss for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Owen Miller. All right. So with the Cleveland Guardians now up 3 over the Chicago White Sox, and the pitch, that's fouled back at 96. So still don't. All right. Still no balls and 2 strike pitch coming, and another throw over just to keep Jimenez close at first. And then we got the Padres and Rockies playing today at 8:40 Eastern time. Might think about that. Might do that instead of the Phillies game. And a nice swipe of second base goes on Andres Jimenez.
He waited there for a while and picked a nice breaking ball down, and that's the one you want to run on. I'll tell you, McGuire did a nice job to pick that ball and at least even get rid of it, but he'll get a stolen base on it.
It gets a good jump and still second base. So now it's that's the 7th stolen base for Jimenez this season, and obviously now that falls now falls down a ball and 2 strikes.
Another good pick. He's kind of working. That one was a little dangerous because you got a guy in third now.
So now counts even 2-2.
When they pick it, it's beautiful. When they don't move their body. That's something said.
To Owen Miller. And the pitch. Just missed inside for ball 3 at 95 miles an hour. So that's a 3-2 count come to Owen Miller. So first of all, 8 pitches thrown in the first, 8 in the second, third in the third, 23 innings. Or I'm sorry, 23 pitches thrown. Now this throwing over 40 pitches so far in this inning, and the pitch. That's chopped foul.
Can't get him past Tristan McKenzie.
So it's still a 3-2 count on Owen Miller here in the bottom of the 4th.
Davis Martin again with the 3-2.
And the 3-2 pitch once more. That's swung on a miss, strike 3. So that's the second strikeout for Martin here against Cleveland.
And a word now from Spectrum Mobile.
Spectrum Mobile has the best deal in mobile.
And we got a thing for Spectrum Mobile, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, so that's 2 outs here at the bottom of the 4th, with Cleveland still up holding 3 over the Chicago White Sox. And now we got the number 8 hitter, the catcher, Austin Hedges. Now he is. And the first pitch to Hedges, that's a bit high for ball 1. Hedges last time up singled and had an infield single, and also a run scored his last time up. So now it bumps his average to a measly 159, but damn, that's not sheesh. And a throw over to second, and they got him. Martin picks off Jimenez at second base, and the inning is over. Just not the best. Let's just say the base running decision by Jimenez. So to the top of the 5th we go, with Cleveland still up 3. Oof, wow. Uh, yeah, like I said, I might not do the Blue Jays and Phillies tonight. I might do that Padres and Rockies game 2. I might think about doing that. All right. But huge shout out to 4, though. I greatly appreciate that. You guys are tuning in. Because, like I said, I don't have faith in my Phils. But like I said, it is a bullpen game for my Phils. After all, not the best thing you want. I don't want to see. But I appreciate for those who are just still sticking with me, though. I greatly appreciate that as well. A final straw. All right.
Load in. Buy it today. Sleep on it tonight. And by Union Home Mortgage. Promises kept.
All right. The Padres game is at 8:40. I will definitely have to make the thumbnail for that. But I will be doing it because I can't, like I said, I can't trust my Phillies with a bullpen game because most times not. We saw that, and we still and we see last game of the Cardinals series we squandered against on the Nola start, but that's in there for the call strike 1. So what's that, Eloy? So Eloy Jimenez leading off the top of the 5th, 0 for 1, and the 0-1 pitch that's chopped foul. So now down the count. No balls and 2 strikes to Shane Bieber. So, Eloy Jimenez 0 for 1 with the strikeout. One of the 2 strikeouts from Bieber. And the 0-2 pitch. That's swung and a miss, strike 3. So, back-to-back K's goes down Eloy Jimenez. That's really unfortunate.
Just watch him get ahead and then just carve on the outside. Just keep it off the dish. You want to swing at it, go right ahead. It's a ball. Unless you take that to right field, there's really no chance to hit it.
Yep.
Bieber gets another strikeout.
So that's the 3rd strikeout for Bieber here in the ball game.
Sitting right at 47 pitches, which is beautiful. 7:02 counts today.
And the first pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Gavin Sheets. And he is 0 for 1 in the ball game today as well. Grounded out his last time up with the 236 average, 7 homers, 22 RBIs, and takes the 1-0 pitch in there for the call, strike 1 at the knees. So no balls in a counts even a ball in the strike 2.
They're going to want to play in, and then the Guardians will take on the Tigers.
And that's it right back up the middle. A nice play by Rosario, and that makes the play. And that's going to be look like an infield base hit for Chicago. So that's their 2nd hit of the ball game. So comes off the bat of Gavin Sheets. So because like Owen Miller did look like he didn't want to. And as a first baseman too. Oh, dude, you got to squeeze that. I mean,
watch his right hand. What does that have to do with not catching the ball? But I'm saying he gets it. He's got to go out and get the ball. You can't just go straight down. That's got to be an error on him.
Well, you hate to see that as a first baseman.
I've never seen a first baseman do that.
Well, you got to squeeze it, dude. That's all you got to do. So Chicago's got a runner on first. Looks like he had the error on the first baseman. And the first pitch misses inside for ball 1 to Adam Engel. And he is 0 for 1 in the ball game. With an average, his average at 232 with a homer and 10 RBIs for the White Sox today, or especially for the season overall. And the 1-0 pitch that's chopped on the ground to third. Ramirez 5-4-3 double play. So Obviously, the error did not come back to bite.
Double play.
So we had a double play. So the side is retired for the Chicago White Sox. Cannot get anything going against Shane Bieber, who, let's be honest, actually knows how to pitch, has to pitch well against the White Sox. So we're going to the bottom of the fifth. My apologies. I don't know why I did that. But yeah. Ugh. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Man, a lot of soccer games coming up. Jesus. Righty. Okay, but yeah, I got the Astros and Angels on Thursday.
Presented by your Northern Ohio GMC dealers. Come through at 6:30 tonight. Game 2 of our double dip,
City.
and that will feature Connor Pilkington.
All right.
Start for Cleveland. He'll be there 27.
Oh, that's tough.
Red hot.
I can't say anything because I mean, I got I got the Astros and Angels on Thursday. Well, technically 2 Angels games, which is crazy to think about. As well.
Scored a run in the third. He was at bat when.
That's chopped on the ground right up the middle for a base. Look, it could be a base hit. Nope, that is not. That's a ground out to Josh Harrison in the shift. So Straw grounds out. So yeah, so I might stick to do the Phillies game tonight. We'll see. But yeah. But the 22nd though, I got the Yankees in Baltimore. Because my buddy, like I said, because if you think about it, because my buddy Max, who always does a lot of Yankees games when they play, obviously he can't do it this, but I got him covered on that. The Yankees Baltimore, and that's in there for a call strike 1-2 Miles Straw. He's also 0 for 1 in the ball game here, but huge shout out to the 8 total people that's here though. I greatly appreciate it. So 0 for 1 with a flyout this last time up. And the 0-1 pitch misses out just a bit outside for ball 1 to even the count. 1 ball and a strike to the number 9 hitter, Miles Straw. And the pitch. And that's fouled off. Now the count's at ball and 2 strikes to Miles Straw here in the bottom of the 5th.
Jones with a 10-pitch at bat ultimately called out on strikes of the pitch that was off the plate. Then he came back, struck out the next guy.
All right, so we got the 1-2 count, and that misses down low for ball 2 to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Miles Straw.
They got him with 2 outs back in the third inning. He had a chance to get out of that inning easily. They got 3 consecutive 2-out hits.
And that misses down low for ball 3. So absolutely. So 3-2 to Miles Straw with the leadoff hitter Steven Kwan now getting ready to turn the lineup over to the top of the order. And the 3-2 pitch. That misses outside, ball 4. So that's the first walk issue for either team. So that's the first. All right.
With 2 outs and a runner at first, Stephen Kwan shot one to left. Ahmed Rosario then would bang one in
All right. So now we got Stephen Kwan. He is 2 for 2. And then
big hit. 2 things in that situation. The ball that Jimenez did not catch enough field off Rosario, and then first base.
All right.
They pitched to Ramirez.
and a throw over just to keep Miles Straw close to first, because I think he knows isn't not a great baser, but it has been decent, be a decent baser. So Stephen Kwan 2 for 2 with a run scored. Obviously now it has averaged up to a 283 so far in this season. And the pitch misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Stephen Kwan with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. So Martin's already up to 71 pitches so far here in the bottom of the 5th. So wouldn't you be surprised if we might go? And he could not. And Kwan could not hold up a swing. So it's 1 ball and a strike here. But like I said, with that's the 72nd pitch by Martin. I wouldn't be surprised if LaRussa would keep him for 1 more inning. I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, knowing how LaRussa is, pretty much knows how to suck the life out of a team. That remains to be seen. And another throw over just to keep Miles Straw close to first. So now we got Rosario on deck. Also accounted for 2 of the 3 runs for Cleveland, along with Jose Ramirez waiting in the wings. Also had, but he shot the 6 total people here, and that's popped to shallow left. And looks like Moncada makes the catch for out number 2. So then we got Ahmed Rosario accounted for the RBI double, and then you got Ramirez waiting in the wings. Also accounted for, because obviously combined between Rosario and Ramirez only accounted for the 3 runs for Cleveland in today's ball game. So had an RBI double his last time up. And another throw over just to keep Straw close at first. At this point, because right now, if it's 2 outs, just focus on the batter. If he goes, he goes. It is what it is. That's how and Rosario, that's going to split the gap once again. That's going to be extra bases. And Straw is going to be on the way to home, and that's going to be another run scored for the Cleveland Guardians. That's another RBI double for Ahmed Rosario. Actually, since coming from the Mets, it looked like he's actually surprising play. I mean, I think he has starting to really play well this year. Just a fastball right down the middle, and he did not miss it.
He kept his foot down and just used his hands to get through that one.
And just split the gap for another RBI double in the ball game.
Another 2-out RBI. And they are rolling now. Another hit with a runner in scoring position. No, he was from first, so he wasn't in scoring position. Chicago quickly getting the bullpen up.
And we got some bullpen. We got some motion in the bullpen for Chicago now getting up. So most RBIs against the White Sox. Well, obviously Miguel Cabrera with 125, Ramirez with 83, Brantley with 72, Carlos Santana with 72, and then he had a 3-way tie with 72 with Michael Brantley, Nelson Cruz, and Carlos Santana. So yeah, some guys that know how that own the White Sox. That's crazy. That's fouled off for strike 1 to Jose Ramirez. He is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs so far in the ball game. Now it's a 4-0 lead for the Cleveland Guardians on another RBI double by Ahmed Rosario, which is really crazy to say because I thought he actually was an okay player for the Mets. Came over along with Andres Jimenez, part of that Lindor trade, and now they're intentionally walking Ramirez. So now we got Ruiz now warming up in the pen for the Chicago White Sox. That's crazy. Each out of the 5, though. I greatly appreciate that. So Jose Ruiz warming up in the pen for Chicago.
He's got to get this guy out and try and get out of the inning. He's got 2 outs.
And the pitch. That swung on a miss for strike 1 to Franmil Reyes, the designated hitter.
He had a base hit in the 2nd inning, and then in the 3rd after
so 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out so far in the ball game.
Grounding out to 3rd base.
And the pitch. And holds the swing above the zone for ball 1.
Several minutes after this.
Oh.
That happened quickly. I mean, it comes right down, and that's
Oh, look at showing that foul ball that kind of like clipped his ear a little bit. Probably not a fun. And that misses for ball 2, so 2-1 to Franmil Reyes.
You've been around this game. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last time it's the back ear of a hitter. I just can't remember ever seeing it. For years, we were seeing guys foul balls off.
All right. So, and then obviously you got White Sox and Guardians is obviously part of a double header, and that's swung and missed for strike 2. So it counts even 2 balls and 2 strikes to Franmil Reyes. You shut up 5 though. Greatly appreciate it.
Ahmed Rosario, the runner at second. Jose Ramirez.
Hey, appreciate it. Well, yeah, for those who are in the Houston area, obviously for me, I live on the West Coast, but I got your Astros and Angels on Thursday, and that's shots foul. So, yeah, Thursday, 8:07, you'll see me once again for the Astros. And I got the Orioles going, too. Don't worry about that. I got the Orioles on Friday the 22nd and the 28th. Actually, I'm sorry. Oh, shit. I didn't even yeah. And also the 22nd as well. And the 2-2 pitch. That's popped foul. Okay. Okay. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in today's ball game. With the Cleveland Guardians now up 4-0 over the Chicago White Sox, and the 2-2 pitch that swung and a miss for strike 3, and the inning is over. So Ahmed Rosario adds another run on the board for the Cleveland Guardians. Obviously, going to commercial break. Let's see. Do I even have it set up? That's the crazy part. I do. Okay. So I got 2 Orioles games coming up in the month sometime this month. Obviously Thursday the 28th. I got the Rays and Orioles, and then obviously the 22nd I got the Yankees and Orioles. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in today's ball game. Damian, man, I feel bad for your White Sox, but holy crap, they only got a measly 2 hits. That's just, that is bad. Let's put it that way. So, on top of the 6th, we go with the top 6. We go. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Huge shout out to 7 total people whether you're coming from Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you may be coming from. I greatly appreciate those just tuning in. There's some afternoon baseball before I get to see my Phillies. Hopefully, don't get their asses handed to them by the Toronto Blue Jays. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. So the Cleveland Guardians, 37-1 all time with 4+ runs of support for Shane Bieber, have won 37 straight. Jesus Christ. Damn. Hey, what's good, Nightings? Appreciate you tuning in as well. Just seeing the White Sox not being the best team that they could possibly be against the Guardians. But that's in there for the call strike one at 90 miles an hour from Shane Bieber. So far with 53 pitches here in the top of the sixth. And here comes the 0-1 pitch to Josh Harrison. That's chopped on the ground. Right now, actually, that's a good question. Let me see. When it comes to the standings, so no balls and 2 strikes to Josh Harrison. And the pitch. That's swung and a miss, strike 3. So that's the 4th strikeout for Shane Bieber in the ball game. But he was shouted to 7 total people, 6 coming from the YouTube side of things. Greatly appreciate that. So the NL Central Nightings, that belongs to Milwaukee. So Milwaukee owns right now, as it stands, lead the NL Central. Well, the Dodgers played the Cardinals, which let's go Dodgers, sweep the goddamn Cardinals because we need more breathing room.
Yes, indeed. We witnessed it this year.
All right, so McGuire's right down the count, no balls and a strike here in the ball game, and that's Mrs. Bups. That is true. We do own the Brewers. We also got to think too, nice. We also got the I know we, as much as I wanted to go for that, but we got to look forward, and that's so apparently our breaking ball that misses it in the strike zone for ball 2. Okay, that's ridiculous. And the 2-1 pitch that's chopped on the ground to the shed. So nice play by Jimenez to record this out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. He shot the 10 total people, though. Greatly appreciated. For those who are just tuning in, make sure you smash the like button whether you're coming from Facebook or YouTube as well. All my socials is linked down below. Man, Jimenez is really actually playing pretty well today. Very surprised, since coming from the Met, probably that Lindor trade. It's really actually done pretty well. And being a first-time All-Star, that's great to see as well. Another guy and that's chopped foul by Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 2 with 2 lineouts, both to right. They are, but knowing how the Mets are, they will have, because the Braves are right on their heels. And the Mets know how to, at this point of the year, to completely shit the bed. And that's swung and a miss for a strike 2. Man, it seems like teams like this White Sox team is not picking up the spin on Bieber's pitches. They're just so far out in front, especially with Tim Anderson. Already down on the count, no balls and 2 strikes at the same time. It's crazy. And the 0-2 pitch, that's stopped on the ground to second base, and Jimenez makes the play for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox here in the top of the 6th. Good Lord. Well, bottom 6 we go, with the Guardians still up 4-0 over the Chicago White Sox. Man, that is tough. That is really tough to see. That is tough. But yeah. I'm trying to see what other games. Then again, that's right. I forgot the Little League World Series. All right, but appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, though. Oh, he does help. Yeah. Let's see. Do it. So the Yankees and Reds played today at 7:05 first pitch. Yes, it might seem to me that I don't know, like if I'm the White Sox and seeing what this team is like, they got some good talent on this team, but if they're not executing, like winning games that they should have, because right now, I think it just I don't know though. That's the crazy part. I think it just might be the coaching. I think it could be the issue with the White Sox though. That's the crazy part. All right, so 4 runs on 8 hits with 1 error for the Guardians, and no runs on 1 hit for the Chicago White Sox. So, oof, that's yikes. That is tough. Like I said, tomorrow you'll see me again for the Padres and Rockies.
Guardians lead 4-0.
8:40 first pitch, and that's fouled off for strike 1. So Jimenez 1 for 2 here in the ball game, but that bumps his average up to 298 to go along with 9 homers and 40 runs batted in here in the 2022 campaign. And the pitch, and that's fouled off into. Oh, I'm sorry. Makana makes the play for out number 1.
Word now from Kia.
Presenting Kia.
All right. Because obviously, yep, good old. You showed the 4 people, though. I greatly appreciate it. Still, all right. So I got Nolan Jones 0 for 2, with a flyout and a strikeout so far in the ball game. And that first pitch breaking ball that's over for a cold strike 1 to the number 6 hitter, Nolan Jones, the right fielder for the Cleveland Guardians. And the 0-1 pitch. That misses outside for ball 1, so even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jones here.
This is the first Cleveland squad to ever have 3 rookies each begin their career by hitting in each of their first 4 games.
And the 1-1 pitch that's chopped on the ground. Foul.
Trying to join that club.
I asked Nolan last night, is it empty freshman? Seeing what Quan has done, what Oscar Gonzalez has done. He laughed and said, he looks at Elvis. We've all played together, we've all pushed each other. He said, one thing about this is trying to develop us, but they're also telling us we need to win. So when we get here,
and that's going to go to deep left, but Jimenez makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Still with the Guardians up 4-0 over the Chicago White Sox. Oh, damn.
Well, it's always interesting to hear the comments of veterans.
My apologies for that. Hit the wrong goddamn button. But, yeah, so not to sell a foul ball. No balls on a strike. That should be a bounce on the chalk. Okay. And the 1-0 pitch misses up high for ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Still to Owen Miller. He is 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout in today's ball game. Honestly, not the best first baseman for the oh my god. What are we doing? And that's fouled off. Or swung and a miss, I say. Now down a ball and 2 strikes to Mart here. And that's chopped foul. So still 1 ball, 2. Are you going the Thursday? Well, what am I doing? When am I doing that? Are you going that? Blah, 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 blah. So Death Greatest Kid, are you going to the one? Okay. Oh, never mind. That's right. The Astros are away in Los Angeles. I forgot about that. That's on Thursday, the 14th. And the 1-2 pitch that misses a bit low, or better say, a bit low and inside for ball 2. So 2-2, still in favor, or not even on. What have we got? Owen Miller. My apologies. And the 2-2 pitch. That's chopped to the right. And Harrison makes the play for out number 3. And the side is retired for the Cleveland Guardians here. So 4 runs on 8 hits with an error. And no runs, 1 hit for the White Sox. God, why did I get the hiccups already? God damn. So top 7 we go. So we're getting close to the nitty gritty here. But I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button, share out the content, and hit that subscribe button because we're on the road to 1K here as well on the Philly Sports Top Podcast. Absolutely appreciate everybody those who like the stream, hit the subscribe to the channel because we got a lot of good stuff coming. Later down the road later this year, and definitely a lot of stuff. Like I said, if you guys like football or basketball, I got you guys covered on that. Mostly because mostly they're Sixers and Phillies, Eagles related stuff. There might be some USFL games I might do, or I'm sorry, not USFL, but XFL as well. But like I said, I got a lot of stuff playing, especially going into the fall. So you guys do not want to miss out on the content. If you guys would hit that, smash the like button and hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you have that all right. But yeah, appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. You shout out the 5, still holding 5. Appreciate everybody tuning in. You shout out the 7, but the 6 coming from the YouTube side of things. Appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I feel honestly, man. I don't know how Damian. I don't know if you're still here. I don't know how do you freaking put up with this team. Especially with Tony La Russa managing this team. I'm sorry, but that's tough. So top of the 7th we go here in the ball game. The Guardians still up 4-0. Interest. That's crazy. All right. And Mokana takes the first pitch at the knees for the call strike 1. So no balls and a strike to Yoan Moncada here in the top of the 7th with a lot of time running out for the but that misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball and a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 pitch misses inside for 2-1 to Yoan Moncada, the number 2 hitter. And they got Andrew Vaughn waiting on deck, and then you got Jose Abreu waiting in the wings for the Chicago White Sox, who hasn't really been playing well for this team. And that's chopped foul to even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only could muster 1 hit against the Cleveland Guardians.
I could have that one over again. I wish there would have been a plan.
That's crazy.
Right. No, just say you're right.
The count's even 2 balls and 2 strikes to Yoan Moncada, and the pitch. This is upstairs 3-2. That's the second 3-ball or third 3-ball count for Shane Bieber here in the ball game. And Vaughn's the only one on deck that's accounted for 1 hit. That's swung and a miss, strike 3. So that's the 5th strikeout for Shane Bieber.
Shane Bieber, his secondary pitch He's getting ahead with fastballs. There's a change up there. There's a slider.
Hmm.
In this situation with these pitches, I don't know if there is a plan. Look at that.
Just spiked their curve.
No, I mean that's the knuckle curve. He's everything's working today. It's one of those starts where he can go out there and throw it where he wants, when he wants.
And the first pitch to Andrew Vaughn, that's in there for the call strike one at 85 miles an hour. Look on changeup.
Normally, on the road, I mean, that's where he
So 6 1/3 innings pitch, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, faced 1 over the minimum. That's swing and a miss for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Andrew Vaughn, who's only accounted for the lone hit for the Chicago White Sox here in the ball game. That's embarrassing to say the least. And that misses outside for ball 1 at 87. So look like he tried to go for a slider outside the zone, but Vaughn just kind of spits on it just to see another pitch here in this at bat. And the 1-2 pitch, and that hits him. Oof. Right on the elbow. That's got to sting. So Vaughn's on for the second time in the at bat, but this time off. Oh, right off the tip of the elbow. That's got to hurt. And you got the number 4 hitter, Jose Abreu, now coming up with Vaughn reaching on first via the hit by a pitch. So most hit by pitches since 2014. Rizzo with 176. Derek Dietrich with 116. Sorry, Marte 113. Jose Abreu is 4th on that list at 108. And Justin Turner has been hit 91 times since 2014. That is fucking nuts. Rizzo, I could definitely see, because the fact that Rizzo can actually take away the inner half of the plate, especially as a lefty, he stands right on top of it. But yeah.
You hit a couple home runs. Remember, you went with Cincinnati.
Yes, they were all.
That's got to sting like a motherfucker, I can tell you that much.
Andrew Vaughn.
So Vaughn on for the second time. Like I said, via the hit by a pitch. Now we got 1 out here. Top 7. Now you got Jose Abreu now coming up in his third plate appearance. Or sorry, his third at bat, I should say. 0 for 2. And the first pitch, that's chopped on the ground to Ramirez. Can't make the play, but that's going to be hit number 2 for the Chicago White Sox. So Chicago's got something cooking here against Shane Bieber here with runners on first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, this went down the line, a backhanded play, and
Just
couldn't get it.
Just couldn't get it.
Got underneath.
But then again, I mean, that literally had extra bases written all over for Abreu, but it looks like obviously Ramirez tried to make the play, but it still knocks it down and holds him at first. So we got 1 out here at top of the 7th, and we got Gavin Sheets, the number 6 hitter, with runners. I'm sorry, Eloy Jimenez. I apologize, and he chops that foul. So no balls on the strike here to Eloy Jimenez here in the ball game. You got runners at first and second. You got Abreu at first, Vaughn at second. And the count, no balls on the strike to Jimenez, and the pitch. And that's chopped on the ground past behind the glove. And Vaughn's going to score easily from first base. So scores easily. So the White Sox finally get on the board here at the top of the 7th against Shane Bieber.
And they get a couple of hits.
So that's back-to-back base hits for the Chicago White Sox.
See it stayed up.
And just hit a hard ground ball. Just, off the glove of Ramirez. Just out of his reach. So, and they got the tying run to the plate, and that would be Gavin Sheets. 0 for 2 is Gavin Sheets with back-to-back base hits. So, at the same time. And that's sometimes with these teams. And takes the first pitch for a called strike on the outside corner from Shane Bieber. So no balls and a strike to the number 6 hitter, Gavin Sheets. And the pitch. And that's chopped fouls. So now no balls and 2 strikes to to number 6 hitter, Gavin Sheets 0 for 2.
Here we go. There's one.
1, 2, and that's a double play. So Jimenez and Rosario were the double play. So bottom 7 we go with the White Sox, with the Guardians now up 3 over the White Sox. All right. Absolutely. Huge shout out to everybody that's been tuning in into the stream as well. Oh, for the love of God. Huge shout out to the 4, though. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in at the same time. All right, so obviously, finally, at least White Sox finally got something going for them. Getting back-to-back base hits from Abreu and Jimenez. But Jimenez, obviously driving their first run. Let's be real, shouldn't be waiting this long to score a run. That's just kind of me. That's just me as a fan, as a current player, and that's kind of as a current player, like that's something I don't want to see happen. Because it's like, we played it so well, or not so well, especially can't even get string hits together, which kind of seems like that's kind of somewhat a bit of an issue with the White Sox so far today, but not in that previous half inning where they put strung like 2 base hits against Shane Bieber. We managed to get a run out of it, so at least can't be the worst thing in the world. But still, I feel like that's you thought a team like the White Sox could do a little bit more than what they were doing. All right. No, right. So to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th we go. So 1 run. So for the White Sox, 1 run on 3 hits compared to the 4 runs on 8 hits and 1 error for the Cleveland Guardians. So we got it looks like we got Jose Ruiz
on 8 hits. And he'll give way to Jose Ruiz.
No, that means got reach to the left. All right. So the 36th game for Ruiz so far for the Whites. Let's see what. So now we got Miles Straw. Also, Austin Hedges takes the first pitch at 98, right at the belt for strike 1. Good Lord. So 1 for 2 for Austin Hedges. Not known as has not been a good offensive catcher. But if I remember anyways, he's always been good defensively. And that misses upstairs for ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Austin Hedges here in the ball game. And they 1-1 pitch. That's chopped right back up the middle. Diving stop by Harrison and makes the play for out number 1.
Trying him.
Damn.
There will be no holiday greeting cards going Harrison's way from the Hedges home.
No, there will not. That's the second straight play by Harrison right here. This one he's got to dive for, and it's on the same side of the base, but he'll get up and look at how quickly he gets rid of it and throws a strike.
This is a nice tough
play. Second time you get the same guy. That's where someone said, that's stupid hitting. You better try somebody else. Look at he's saying, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Well, they call me J-Hay.
Yes, indeed.
Now we got Miles Straw. Takes a 99-mile-an-hour fastball to the outside for ball 1.
Because earlier his career when he was with the Pirates, when he was healthy, he was an exciting player,
Yeah.
dynamic player. And then he's had, the last couple of years, he's been dinged up. I know age catches up with you.
And that misses for ball 2, so 2-0 to Miles Straw. We got Stephen Kwan on deck. He is also 2 for 2 in the ball game.
I could have said that in Pittsburgh. He was a very good player.
All right, but he shot at the 5 though. Greatly appreciate that. And here comes the 2-0 pitch from Ruiz. That's swung to almost deep right, and Sheets makes the play for out number 2.
Well, 15,000 fans will receive a Jose Ramirez bobblehead courtesy of
So now we got Stephen Kwan. Now we're turning the lineup over to the top of the order. All right, so Stephen Kwan also 2 for 2 here in the ball game. All right. We're also having the Guardians still up 3 against the Chicago White Sox. And the pitch. That's in there on the inside corner at 98 for strike 1.
Hold it up for you. Tell everybody.
No, you're going to wear it. I know that.
Wear it. It's me.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
In the dugout tonight. Good luck.
No balls on a strike here from Ruiz. And the pitch. That's in there at 91. Looks like a change up at 91 for strike 2.
I don't know why he would tell everybody that we didn't win a state championship. It was my fault. Thanks, coach.
He's just telling the truth.
Stop.
And the 0-2 pitch. And that's fouled off at 97, up out of the zone. Still no balls and 2 strikes to Stephen Kwan.
I ain't gonna throw anybody under the bus. It wasn't my fault.
What position did you play? You a catcher?
Center field. I'll center field lead off.
All right. And the 0-2 pitch. That misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stephen Kwan here. Well, the White Sox are down 3 here in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. That's chopped on the ground past the first base bag. That's a fair ball. And that will do it. 1, 2, 3, go the Cleveland Guardians here. To the top of the 8th we go with the Guardians up 4-1 going to the top of the 8th. But I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. A huge shout out to this 8 total people watching the stream. I greatly appreciate that. If you guys are new, definitely smash that like button, share out the stream. Greatly appreciate it as well to help at least get some new people in here. Also hit that red subscribe button if you guys are new, because we're on the road to, technically on the, even though we're on the road to 1K, but we guys still got to get to 600 here. We're 15 subs away from 600, I should say. Apologies. That's going to be fun. Hitting the 600 subscriber mark. Still well on the road to, which is another pit stop on the road to the 1K here. All right. All righty. All right. You shot at the 9, though. Greatly appreciate that. That's good. Over. Restream as well. Just had that there. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. All right. So 1 run on 3 hits for the White Sox, and 4 runs on 8 hits and an error.
Bieber will start the 8th inning.
So Shane Bieber will start at the 8th, top of the 8th.
On the afternoon, he's got a chance to go all the way.
Well, he could. 78 pitches and then 76% strikes.
That's crazy. And the first pitch, that's in there for the call strike 1 to Adam Engel, the number 7 hitter.
That sort of thing is
Well, we don't have a complete game yet this year, I don't believe. No. We do not.
Yeah, the top of the eighth, and the 0-1 pitch misses a bit upstairs for ball one. So 1 ball and 1 strike. All right. And Angle hits it to left center. Quan would make the catch for out number 1.
One down, and now a chance to take a look at our T-Mobile coverage cam.
All right. Showing like the 5.
He's dealing. I mean, he really did make it look easy that 7th inning he came out.
All right.
What happened to him? He's made 2 double plays that he induced.
So 5 total strikeouts for.
7th inning sort of got him because he had to go out of the stretch for the first time since the first inning, and he only had to do it for 1 hitter. He hung a breaking ball to Jimenez. He got the base
There we
hit
go.
RBI, and then got a double play to get out of the inning.
And that misses for 2-0 to Josh Harrison, the number 8 hitter. They got Reese McGuire now on deck for the Chicago White Sox, and the pitch. That's in there for the cold strike once they get back in the count. 2 balls on the strike. Still in favor of Josh Harrison. And the 2-1 pitch. That's chopped on the ground to Ramirez. Makes an easy play over to first base for out number 2.
33 sliders. But his fastball's been effective to get him ahead early in counts, although he's thrown first pitch sliders to get him ahead as well. The knuckle curve. And he's thrown quite a few cut fastballs.
Everything he's thrown today has been around the plate and on target. It's been one of those
All right.
starts.
And here comes the first pitch.
Fun to watch.
That's hitting to the left. And Stephen Kwan would make the catch for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Chicago White Sox here. And to the bottom of the 8th we go. Still a 4-1 lead in favor of the Cleveland Guardians. All right. All right, but huge shout out to 6 total people that's here, though. I greatly appreciate that as well. Ooh, damn. All right. All right, so bottom of the 8th we go. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Huge shout out to 7 total people, with 6 coming from YouTube. Really appreciate that. All right. Okie dokie. All right. Okie dokie. All right. So he's out of the 10 total people that's still staying with me here. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, so far, give like a little bit of a recap. Obviously through basically almost 7 innings. Bieber's pretty much been on his game. The White Sox they have not been the best team in terms of trying to generate offense, but the only generate offense like the top of the 7th on 1 run, obviously getting a run on the total of 3 hits as a team. That's just that's tough. That's crazy. That's not good. All right.
Had a 3-run 3rd inning of Ed Rosario with an RBI.
And then Ahmed Rosario
Then he had another RBI double in the 5th inning.
and has 2 RBIs so far, but back with 2 RBI doubles.
Closing in on about a 300 batting average at home this year.
That's crazy. He shot at the 9 total people though. All right.
And 30
So it looks like we're getting ready to start.
Yeah, he's got some kind of.
So Rosario is going to lead off the bottom of the 8th here after what, like 2 for 3 in today's ball game with 2 RBIs. Absolutely. So Joe Kelly's now come on the pitch for the Chicago White Sox. So now that means he's got to fix the damn scoreboard and the lineup card. There we go. Oop.
He's been relegated to mop-up duties.
All right. And the first pitch to Rosario, that's in there at 96. We're called for strike 1.
He's got to keep a 0 on the board. He's 3 runs down.
So if no balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario, he is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and with 2 RBIs. So it counted half of the team's runs so far in the ball game. And the 0-1 pitch that missed a bit outside for ball 1 to even the count. So Ahmed Rosario so far 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, also with the run scored. Now has bumped up his average to 281 or 291 with 4 homers and 27 RBIs, especially with those 2 today in today's ball game. They are in Cleveland at Progressive Field, and that pitch misses outside for ball 2. He shot at the 10 though, so 2-1 to number 2 hitter Ahmed Rosario here in the bottom of the 8th. And the 2-1 pitch, that's swung and a miss for strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And just 97 up in the zone. Hey, you're gonna get people swinging miss at almost 100% of the time, or unless they're a good high fastball hitter. So that remains to be seen. But appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. And the 2-2 pitch, that's swung and a miss, strike 3. So that's 2 for 4. A 2 for 4 day for Ahmed Rosario. So that's the first striker for Joe Kelly since coming in.
Look at that little circle change right there.
Oof, just way out in front on the changeup. You're talking about waiting out in front, man. It looks like just wait out in front on your front foot. And yeah, Rosario just showed that right there. So now we got Jose Ramirez also accounting for the other 2. Part of the 4 runs for the Guardians, and that pitch misses inside for ball 1. So one ball, no strikes to Jose Ramirez, who has a 2-run single, and also it was intentionally walked in his last plate appearance. And the 1-0 pitch misses down low for ball 2, so 2-0 to the to All-Star Jose Ramirez. All right. And the 2-0 pitch, that's chopped to Jose Abreu at first. Makes the play for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Joe Kelly, originally a 3rd-round pick of the St. Louis Cardinals. 2009. Traded to Boston.
And you got the designated hitter. Oh God, I forgot about that John Lackey trade that sent.
Different injuries while with the Red Sox, but still had some pretty good years. That's back to when he was a starter, and then he transitioned to the bullpen towards the end of his days with the Red Sox.
And we got we got Reyes, and the first pitch that's chopped to the right, and nice sliding play by Abreu gives it to Kelly covering, and that is 1, 2, 3 go the Cleveland Guardians. To the top of the 9th we go. Yeah, it looks like Beaver could finish this off. Going to the top of the 9th. With the Guardians still up 4-1. All right. Huge shout out to everybody that was still sticking with me. No, like I said, I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, not one of my obviously like my lowest views when it comes to non-affiliate related streams that I've done. But I'm greatly appreciate it the way. Man, yeah, I mean it's been like 315 on the East, about 12:15 on the West. If you're watching on the West Coast, or if you're in the Central, it's about 1 or 2:15 over there in the Mountain Time. But he's out of the 5 total people that's here, though. Really appreciate that. So now we're here, top of the 9th, with the Guardians. Now going to and with Shane Bieber. My least favorite? Oh, that's a good question. That's a tough one because I can go with many, like with 29 other different teams. I want to say the Mets, but I mean the Mets overall, as throughout their entire franchise, had least favorite right as of recently has been the Washington Nationals, my NL East rival, because for a team that has like a perennial all-star in Juan Soto, I mean Nelson Cruz still great at the age he's still playing as a designated hitter. It just has not been the fact that he won a championship in 2019 and completely shit the bed and blew it up last year and a half. That's where I stand with that. So that's for me.
Back out here for the 9th inning.
So now we got Shane Bieber.
Is getting loose just in case.
So obviously it looks like they're getting their closer get up in the bullpen just in case if Bieber gets into trouble. And the first pitch to Anderson takes it for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 3.
Tim Anderson, who is 0 for 3.
0 for 3. Right. And I definitely agree with Nightings, though. Taffy would definitely say that, too. So 0 for 3 for Tim Anderson. And that's popped foul. So no balls and 2 strikes to Tim Anderson, who's, like I said, not the best day at the office for Tim Anderson.
And last time up, he grounded out to the second baseman.
Here for the Chicago White Sox, only managed to muster up a run on a total of 3 hits. Not the best. And that's swung and a miss, strike 3. That is the 6th strikeout for Shane Bieber.
Yeah, a lot of times that pitch is.
That is true. And I think everybody hates him in football.
It did this time. And it was down, it was out of the zone, but boy, he picked it just before it got to the ground. Out number 1.
So that's 1 away here on the top of the 9th. So the Sox gain 2. Okay.
So sharp today. 12.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. It is also a double header. Thank God for ESPN Plus for providing game 1, though, because I will be live once again for the Phillies and Blue Jays. 7:07 first pitch up in Toronto.
Right there. That's awesome.
And the 1-0 pitch, that's in there for the called strike. So 1 ball, even to count 1 ball on a strike here. And then you got the Mariners taking on the Washington Nationals for a series. And the 1-1 pitch, that's chopped foul from Yoan Moncada. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
There have been 16 complete games authored by individual pitchers this year out of 2,596 games.
Thing of the past.
Let's see. Yeah. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's strikeout number 7 for Shane Bieber. That's the fact we're going to see a complete game in this day and age of baseball is that's crazy because it shows like sometimes there's some good players that can provide complete games. Because nowadays it's like you see pitchers don't even last like 5 or 6 innings at the least. And then we got Andrew Vaughn, 1 for 2, also with the hit by a pitch. And the first pitch, that's in there at 92 for strike 1. So no balls on the strike to the number 3 hitter, the designated hitter, Andrew Vaughn. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. And the 0-1 pitch, that's chopped on the ground to Jimenez, makes the play. And that will do it. And Shane Bieber has thrown a complete game against the Chicago White Sox here in game 1. Yeah, let's kind of go over a few things a little bit. I think overall, I thought the Guardians actually played pretty well offensively and defensively. They really showed that they exploited some of the weaknesses that, other than Andrew Vaughn, pretty much got this part of that started. I mean, And Moncada hasn't really done anything much. I mean, shit up. Anderson just did not have a great day at the office today in game one. Obviously, for those who are in the Cleveland area, there's going to be a day-night doubleheader. That's going to be very interesting to really take a look at. But overall, I thought it was a good game pitched by Shane Bieber. In my honest opinion, I thought he actually pitched pretty well, especially very efficiently too, throughout the entire 9 innings. Because, like I said, nowadays it's like you don't see pitchers nowadays throw complete games because it's like, they have like certain like innings limits because just like don't want to like throw their arms out or whatever the case may be. It's just it's because I always had respect for Shane Bieber. I've always liked Shane Bieber because I thought he actually is a really good pitcher for that Cleveland team. Now I think Cleveland's not a bad team, but they're like an above average team at best with some good talent. I mean, you got players like Ramirez, who's been pretty much consistent for them. I mean, Shane Bieber, who knows what Zach Plesac and the rest of their pitching staff. But other than that, so the Chicago White Sox fall on a complete game pitched by his final score 4-1 as well. But other than that, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Obviously, it'll be later live at 7:07 first pitch between the Phillies and Blue Jays. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure you leave a like on it. Smash that, hit that subscribe when you guys are new. Share it out. With that being said, this is Robert from the Phillies Sports Talk Podcast. I'll see you guys later tonight at 7 p.m.